It's hard to believe, but I've been accused sometimes of repeating myself, or maybe repeating at least the same story. Hard to believe, I know, but I think sometimes I've done that with talks as well. I've had themes that I'm so passionate about that they've reoccurred and reoccurred and reoccurred. One such one was a sermon series we did in my last parish, and I had an intern called Sam here working with me, and he said that if I hear you talk about, can these bones live, one more time, I'm going to rip off my arm and beat you to death with the soggy end. And I thought, considering he's meant to be a pacifist, that was quite an interesting challenge. You might know the reference for that phrase, "Can these bones live?" And that's from Ezk.37. If you know the story, it's a vision that God gives to the prophet Ezekiel. And Ezekiel is taken amidst this valley of dry bones. And, you know, the idea of dry bones, I guess is where that song, the rugby song, them bones, them dry bones comes from. He shows Ezekiel this valley where there's just death and decay and dust being sort of, again, a symbol of death. Interestingly, you see God taking Adam and breathing life into him from the dust. You know, so again, there's maybe echoes of that image there. And he says to Ezekiel, can these bones live? Now, most of us would have said no. No, of course they can't. They're not just dead. They've decayed. They've gone dusty. They're bones. They're separate. There is nothing living about them. You know, it's a bit like, you know, kind of walking down the frozen aisle of Tesco's and picking out a frozen turkey and saying, can you do anything with this? Could a good vet get anything out of that? The answer is no, it's dead. But Ezekiel speaks with an amazing testimony of faith. He says, only you know, Lord. You're the God that brings life out of death. You're the God that breathed life into dust and created Adam. Your breath brought life. Your breath of life animates, resurrects, restores, transforms. And God said to Ezekiel, well, prophesy to these bones. And he does. He prophesies.